Well, as you can see from the title, this video is pretty straightforward, but if you have hands like mine where you just felt not so confident holding the 106, that's the real big reason I wanted to do this video, is to at least show the case and the thumb grip. Also too, this lens hood is an important ingredient for helping with the weather sealing, which I know you wouldn't normally think of, but it's a thing, which I'll cover later in the video. All right, the very first thing, and by the way, I do have a head cold in case you can hear it. In case you've forgotten, head colds really suck, just FYI. Yeah, they're the worst. Moving on, I wanted to discuss this case that I got, and I'll put up the name here, but this is one of my favorite things that I got for the X100VI, and it was because when I initially got the camera, I really did feel insecure about holding it and feeling confident about not dropping it. I liked it so much, I even got it for my X-T5 here. I don't know if you can see that there, but I got the same one for the X-T5. And one of the questions in another video I got was how well it fits and whether it blocks anything. So I wanted to show that on the lens here, you can easily move the aperture. It's not blocking it at all. You can easily move the dial here, the command dial. It's not hindered at all. And also on the other side here to show you. Also here on this side, you can see that it doesn't block it at all as far as the aperture goes. You've got this cutout here for switching the autofocus settings, and this not hindered at all. It works just fine. And then on the back here, same thing, nothing hindered. The door here, nothing hindered. I found no problem with this case whatsoever. It doesn't seem to block anything. Oh, also the screen I wanted to show you here, because that is something on the X-T5. So the screen easily moves in and out. Let me show the X-T5. On the X-T5 here, unfortunately, it's not the same story. It has just a little excess material right here where it catches, and you kind of got to press this down a little bit. I'm thinking over time this is going to wear out. I did email the company on it, so hopefully it's something that they can update. But going back to the X100VI, I found no problem with it when it came to the case. And I just really, I love the look. I think it just looks so classic and cool. And it solves my problem of the ergonomics. I feel very, very confident when holding the camera in my hand. Now, this is another thing I bought to try and help with the grip and feeling secure about having the 106 in my hands. It's this thumb grip here by Small Rig. I unfortunately did not do a good job when it came to painting the logo. This logo they put in white, and I think it just is a bit obnoxious. I really don't want to see a Small Rig logo on the 106. So I tried to paint it in with some black. It is kind of whatever. But this works great. It does not block the command dial at all. Had no problem there. And also these two buttons here, I've had no issues there. And it's great as far as giving you some extra stability. Now, in the opener, you saw me painting this. This came with the Small Rig thumb grip. It's just a little thing you can screw into the shutter release. I normally don't use these, and this was red, which I didn't think flowed at all, so I painted it. And just to let you know, when I did put this on here, it was pretty sticky, and I read online that you could use talcum powder, and that worked like a charm. Like, it's perfect now. It's dulled. I think it just flows really, really well with this case. And that actually came with this thumb grip. Of course, you can get these all day long, you know, on their own. I'm going to see how I like it. I've never really been one to use one in the past, but I think it definitely adds to the cool look. Now, this is another thing that I thought really added to the look of the camera while adding some protection for the lens. Now, when talking about protecting the lens, what I'm saying is just kind of giving some distance here and some protection on the front element when I'm putting the camera into the bag that I'm using. There is also the ability to add a glass filter to the front that is that kind of completes the sealing for giving weather resistance to the X100VI. It's super confusing. I did happen to find it on Fuji's site where they do kind of comment on this. And from what I understand, now having the camera, you basically have to have something like this lens hood system where you can add in a glass filter to complete that weather sealing, which I think is kind of a bummer. I mean, for what you pay for the camera, I really wish it had come with that. But as you can see on here, I don't have any kind of glass filter on here. I used to work for a photographer that it always stuck with me. He said, "Why would you buy a glass filter when you've spent all this money on a lens and the glass in that lens? Why would you put a lesser expensive piece of glass in front of it?" And so it's always just stuck in my head, and it's one of the reasons that I haven't put that in or bought it yet, although I think I will end up getting one just so I have it on hand. Although I don't know if I see myself being in the rain with this, but you never know. I mean, I love, dramatic weather. So, but that's pretty much the 411 on this whole lens hood system and why you want to get something like it for the 106. All right, we are at the last thing here. This is the bag that I'm utilizing. I had this bag on hand. Actually did a full video on this 3-liter bag versus the 6-liter with Peak Design, and this 3-liter I feel works really well. It's almost actually still kind of too big for this camera. So right here is where I keep my Osmo Pocket 3 because I really like to capture video, and Osmo is really easy to do that with. But if you're not using something like that and you just need something to carry the camera, this is kind of big. Like, let me show you here. If I put the camera in, you really have a lot of extra space going on here. So just heads up, this is really, I think, more than adequate for carrying around your 106. And I mean, in case you were thinking about this particular bag, and you might even want to go with something a bit smaller. That is the accessories that I got for my 106. So far, I'm really liking them. I feel like they really add to the aesthetic of the camera. But, we all have different tastes when it comes to what looks good or what doesn't. So hopefully something in there was helpful to you. And if you've got any suggestions to add to the conversation, it'd be great to hear from you below. If it looks like I'm schlumming it, well, yeah, I am. And I need to go, I think, find some Sudafed because fevers and a cold, they make you schlum it. Yeah, I have no shoes on and I feel pretty rough. But as always, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.